No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Glad to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas, home to the SMU Mustangs. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Duke Blue Devils, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Get us started with the opening kickoff. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. On the ground, it's Harden. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Finds the tight end. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. And these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired. But you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's one-on-one. Stop.
He's forced out of bounds well behind the line of scrimmage, and the defense will take it as a sack.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want.
And the Blue Devils trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Wide out trying to get it in. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. Going for 6. Touchdown, Blue Devils. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Got it set up on the outside. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. Last season, Kevin Jennings took over as the SMU quarterback, and they went 11-1 before stumbling in the ACC championship game and in the college football playoff. What does he need to focus on in terms of improvement?
Just avoiding the turnovers, Reese. If Kevin Jennings does that, this offense is virtually unstoppable because of his ability to extend plays and create his accuracy throwing vertically down the field. SMU has everything they need. Brett Lashley is going to have a lot of fun calling plays. If this guy takes that next step, watch out. This is a team vying for the college football playoff.
Runs through a tackle. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
How about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rip.
There he goes. Got enough for the first. Touchdown, SMU. And he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And they tacked on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with an electrifying 45-yard run to the house. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Zings it complete to the right. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
And this offense is built around this dude. I mean, he is sensational. He's been so fun to watch, like play, pitch, and catch, spread the ball around, complete and total command of the offense, and that's why he's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's got a real chance to go to New York and try to win that Heisman Trophy.
When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it. The Blue Devils can really attack on this 2nd and short. Off play action. He'll take a shot. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
Man, this guy has had an amazing year all season long. He has stepped up and made plays for his team when they needed it most. And with that last completion, he's now crossed 4,000 yards passing for the year.
Got it in the middle. It's King. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal.
And how about the year he's put together? I mean, he is in the top 10 in passing in college football, obviously. And obviously, we're talking about him for the Heisman. But just a guy you've been able to trust, a dynamic passer, throwing the football all over the yard. This team has been built on him, and he's had an unbelievable season.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, you know, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39, a pickup of 15. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Trying the left side. Breaks into the open. Inside the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Mustang.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
And he tacks on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the scoring play came on a 61-yard touchdown run. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off-play action on 1st down. Looking deep down the right side. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there. But give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. They get to him as he throws. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries, you got to get pressures, and when you get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
Throwing right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. He's taking the shot. He's got it at the 25. Touchdown, Duke. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Guys, time has expired here in the quarter, and Duke is on top. How about the offense both teams put on display in this 1st quarter? Huge early numbers. Now, I'm not going to argue if this production keeps up as we start the 2nd. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. Coming out with it, it's Johnson. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. The Mustangs racing to the line in the hurry-up. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Here's the handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Wants to throw. It's Jennings. They're setting up the screen, and that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive. Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and settle.
Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs. This offense has it with really good field position. Looking to throw on 1st down. Trying to set up the screen. Turning it on. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They go to the ground. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
And the Blue Devils are threatening on 1st and goal. Gets it out fast. Into the house. Touchdown, Blue Devils. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
You honestly can't really do it better than that. You can't. I mean, that was designed to be a pass play. Give the defense credit. They get some pressure, but this guy's just too good. He just instinctively knows when he needs to scramble and get out of dodge. And at that point, he's making good decisions. If a guy's open, he's throwing it. But if it's not, he's not even hesitating. I'm going to go get what I can get a 1st down with my speed and athleticism. Let's keep this drive rolling.
The offense changing the play. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the 1st half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Touchdown, Duke! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14.
And that's his 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
He'll bring it out. It's Harden. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great.
Makes the catch down the right side. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to pass. It's Jennings. Fires to the middle. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be 3rd down.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got his man downfield. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, SMU!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
A lot of time left to line up for an onside kick. I mean, you're risking giving up really good field position. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. They were trying to steal a possession to draw a little closer in this game, but the ball didn't go 10 yards, so they'll take over the football with the lead. Great place to start for this offense. Off the play fake on 1st down. Quarterback adapted. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the single back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. After the strong run on 2nd down, 3rd down coming. Do they do it again? From the gun, wants to pass. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Right down the boulevard. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He's got great speed. He's got an alley. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back. And boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space, and you could tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by Felicia.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? Iowa has opened up the playbook, and they are scoring in bunches right now. We don't always see this from this group. They're up 14 over Maryland. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Still just a two-possession game. A lot of time to go as they try for the onside kick here. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
Maintain that mental toughness. Let's go.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Looking to buy time. Oh, it's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Mustang. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
You always hear coaches harping on their quarterbacks to keep two hands on the ball. That time, he got hit. The ball came free, bounced right into the defender's hands, and he makes them pay, taking it back all the way for a score.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. The kickoff team just about set to go, and that defense is eager to get back out there after the scoop and score. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Wants to go up top on first down. They'll run the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The play action fake. Unloads it left. He's got it. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Trying to turn the corner on the right. Shakes off the defender. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. It's in. Complete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. He'll take it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. 5 wide receiver formation on 2nd and 9. Looking to go up top and time's running out in the half. Makes the grab. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. The Blue Devils are in the hurry-up. Caught behind the line. It's Little. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming, so I can have more success.
And the Blue Devils will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. Timeout by the defense as they're trying to ice this kicker. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. Right down the boulevard. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Mustangs will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Offense heads back out onto the field. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half.
There he goes. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this 2nd half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
And he shows you the arm right there, but I tell you what, I've been impressed with this young man and his ability to do both. Rush, throw, lead a team, put up huge numbers in the top 10 in total TDs running and passing. And
he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
He'll throw it. Got a man. It's Johnson. Out across the 20. They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 21-yard line.
This is why he's the quarterback leading his team, because he can do things like that, the unscripted stuff, and buy time, scramble outside the pocket, complete the pass down the field. Just so hard to stop as opposed to a guy that just stands in the pocket and you know exactly where he's going to be every single play.
The Mustangs with the 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Makes the catch. It's Brenson. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Finds his tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the quarterback who makes a sure tackle.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Gets it to him on the screen. Breaks into the open. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
And a nice job slipping in the screen. Like, you got to know the situation when those pass rushers, Palmer, are going to come upfield, and those situations when you can take advantage of the defense.
Yeah, I would love a David Pollock just running at me free and then finding a way to negotiate the throw around a guy that just knew he was going to be getting a sack. That feels so good. Complete the screen and keep the drive alive.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And the Mustangs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hudson. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, SMU! And they take it in for 6 more points. Just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out, they'll get you a touchdown. That's a great drive by the offense.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Alabama is on the short side of things right now. But like the days of Tua and Devontae Smith in the 2018 title game, do not rule out a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Wisconsin. We'll circle back if anything big.
It's picked off, and that's number 10. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 10.
Great job getting the interception. Maybe an even better job on the return. You got the convoy. You're finding your blockers. You're out in the open field. You're saying, hey, coach, watch me with the ball in the open space. Maybe I can get on offense and get a few throws. That was a phenomenal individual effort.
Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage from no gain on the play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
He's knocked down for a loss of 7.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. They're working that left side. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
As the offense, you want to get the ball to your playmakers and let them make a decision, let them make a guy miss, but not with that kind of defense. They were all over it right away. No third down conversion for you.
Back to throw, it's Jennings. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. If you want to look on the bright side, at least you can pile up a bunch of yards if you can move the ball, because it is a long way to the end zone. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make him wear out.
Turning it on! He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Basic connection. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the third quarter. That's the end of the period, and Duke has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Fires to the tight end. Turns it on in midfield. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. The Blue Devils headed quickly to the line. Got him downfield. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior. Makes a play after the grab. Wants to keep it in the air. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Duke. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. Looking left. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
The Mustangs getting set on 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Jennings. Flips it out on the screen. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally.
Oh, he's got some space. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. And the Mustangs are moving quickly down the field. Running to the left. Turning on it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Mustangs. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And he tacks on the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
Back to pass. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Using his feet to buy time. Holds it in on the left. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Throws a nice completion there for a first down. This guy has been the biggest key to this team's success all season long. He's shown up in big moments. He's won big games. He's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's in the discussion to win the Heisman Trophy.
They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Snagged in the middle. It's Brown. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense.
Well, late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice completion there for a first down, but it's been week in, week out. Big moments. He's led this team to a ton of wins. He is their best player.
Incomplete and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And, man, could they have used that? It'll be 2nd down.
Ooh, you're living dangerously now. You've got the lead late in the game. Don't do anything to turn it over, and they almost did throwing it there. If I'm the head coach now, I'm thinking, man, let's just run the ball.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Blue Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Looking to the big tight end. Give him 6. Touchdown, Blue Devils. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
How about the day for the...
Forget the kick. He's going to throw it. Hard-hitting tackle. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded, the run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. The Mustangs are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. There he goes. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Yeah, and listen, this guy's had a good day. I know they're trailing and they need to put some drives together, but I also wouldn't abandon him because he's had such a monster day, and he's been the bright spot so far for this offense.
And the Mustangs moving quickly to the line. Goes to the option. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Defense picks it up. Touchdown, Duke. The defense takes matters into its own hands. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking for a man, it's Jennings. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds in this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. He'll be knocked out of bounds after picking up a few. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the back. Oh, he's got a chance. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Trying to get the first with the give to the wide receiver. And the defense played that one beautifully, and they'll knock him down for a loss.
Well, I like trick plays. I just don't love dialing up the reverse on 3rd down, though, because if the defense doesn't bite, and they're already expecting pass anyway, a lot of guys have their eyes on the QB. They're just following the football in zone coverage, and they use their speed, rally to him, make a tackle, and now set up 4th down.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Throws it back. Trying to escape and get it himself. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone.
And you really want your best player to be your quarterback, to be your leader, and he's been that all year long. Dude, he's in the top 10 passing in all of college football, and he's leading this team very much in the Heisman race. And guess what? Got a chance to end the year strong, make a statement, and go out and be maybe the best player in all of college football.
And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Blue Devils! And the beatdown has ensued. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1. These guys looking to put the finishing touches on this game with that score.
And I think you feel confident that ends it, right? Late in the game, it would take a miracle for the defense to get back in it. That miracle is no longer coming now.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Big Ten action today. A couple of teams who have had this game circled on the calendar for some time. Ohio State looked dominant in a victory that was never really in question. That offense had zero problem putting up points. Not unlike the days of Stroud and Fields and so many greats before them. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This Big Ten battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Here's a heat. And some room to work. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get first downs.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. He wants to change this route. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. He wants a big play here late. And the ball falls to the ground, incomplete. The game is over, and that's just sort of how this one is gone. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their